How to legally employ a nanny. If you're considering hiring a nanny to care for your children, it's essential to understand the legal and tax implications involved. Let's break down the steps to ensure you're doing everything correctly. First, you need to verify that your nanny is legally permitted to work in the US. This involves completing an I-9 form, which is a mandatory step for all employers. When it comes to payment, you must pay your nanny an hourly wage, not a salary. This means you need to keep track of the hours worked and pay accordingly. You'll also need to provide your nanny with a W-2 form at the end of the year if you paid them more than $2,300 during that year. Depending on where you live, there may be additional requirements. For example, some states, counties, or cities requiring you to provide a pay stub with every paycheck, workers' compensation insurance, paid sick time, paid family leave, or disability insurance. You might also need to reimburse your nanny for mileage if they use their car for work-related tasks. Creating a detailed nanny contract is crucial. This contract should outline the nanny's responsibilities, the employer's responsibilities, the work schedule, and terms for termination. It's important to be very specific about duties to avoid misunderstandings. For instance, instead of saying light housekeeping, specify exactly what tasks are included. The contract should also cover the work schedule, including the planned days and hours of work, and what to do if the schedule cannot be adhered to. It's wise to include a notice period for termination, typically 2 for weeks, and specify any grounds for dismissal. Performance reviews should also be included in the contract. This can help both you and the nanny stay on the same page and receive feedback. You might want to schedule regular reviews, such as every month or at specific intervals like 30 days and 6 months. Other important details to include in the contract are transportation rules, house rules, and any benefits like health insurance. If you plan to use nanny cameras, this should also be stated in the contract. As an employer, you are responsible for withholding Social Security and Medicare taxes, as well as paying unemployment insurance. However, you are not responsible for the nanny's income taxes unless agreed upon in the contract. It's advisable to withhold income taxes to avoid your nanny facing a large tax bill at the end of the year. Finally, remember that nannies are considered employees, not independent contractors. This means you cannot classify them as such, even if they agree to it. You must follow state and federal laws regarding work hours, payment, and breaks. By following these steps and creating a comprehensive contract, you can ensure a smooth and legal employment process for your nanny.